Toastmaster of the day, our executive sponsor, Darren Clarken, and our fellow Toastmasters. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Meenu, and I am giving my P1 speech today. All of you here at some point during your childhood days, during your adolescence phase, you would have thought what you want to be when you grow up, and you must have decided, okay, I'll be this or I'll be that. Today, I'm going to bring you along on a journey into my childhood days, my formative years, and walk you through some of my career aspirations along the way. When I was about 9 or 10 years old in school, like all other children at that age, I used to read a lot of picture storybooks or comics, and I came across one that was about Mother Teresa. I think everybody knows who Mother Teresa was. She was a great lady, a great humanitarian. So I learned about how she traveled so many miles away from her home, and she came to a very unknown country among strangers. She learned their language, which was absolutely foreign to her. The surroundings were all foreign, the atmosphere was foreign. How she adapted herself and how she dedicated her entire life for the betterment of the masses in India. That touched my heart greatly. I was immensely moved by her gesture, and I decided, wow, someone should do something like this. That is, it gives meaning to your life. Why are you here? You're all capable and you have all the means. So why not go out and help somebody who's not that fortunate? And so that was the thought, and I lived with that for some years. As I grew older, I had a paradigm shift. Our school introduced karate as an extracurricular exercise, and we had classes on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So I enrolled for those classes, and wow, that was so exciting. Our instructor actually got trained in Japan by a Japanese grandmaster, and he would tell us amazing stories about how they underwent their training, and it was all so exciting. We used to have, as I said, training every weekend. That was not enough. I actually started going to the karate classes in another part of the city after my school in the evenings. That was twice or thrice a week. So that was a lot. I did that for a couple of years, and then it was time for me to go further with my studies and do my graduation. So again, there was a shift in my thinking. In those times, so this is early 90s, when computers was a big thing. This little box, it was a big box at that time, could do amazing things. Just like how like in karate you have the speed and you have the sharp cutting edge. So computer was a very intriguing thing for me. It could do millions of computations with just the blink of an eye, and that's the way to go, I decided. So off I went. So instead of boarding a plane to Okinawa for learning karate, doing advanced studies in karate, I was actually on a train to another neighboring city to do my graduation in computer science.
We clapped last
and, and and that's how I reached here. That's how I am here in the IT organization of a leading edge
why we are getting this one, Prabin? Singapore?
technology
Okay.
company. And
This is
every
Meenu's
time
place.
I hear how technology helps, how Cisco products help the wider community. When we have telepresence meetings, so there's a newborn kid in one part, newborn child in one part of the world, and if the grandparents cannot travel all the way to see that baby, they can actually see him or her on telepresence. So just the application of technology amazes me every day, and it gives me great satisfaction to be part of this great team. As I look back, this has been, in some ways, if I connect this back to what I wanted to do to help out others, or to fight against evil using my karate skills, I think technology is a great way to do that. So with that, I end my speech here. Thank you.